मुझे कोई बेचारा लड़का डेट के लिए बुलाता भी है तो मुझे लगता है यार 1.5 घंटे तैयार होके मैं 1 घंटे में मिलकर डिसाइड करूंगी कि मुझे और 1 घंटा स्पेंड करना है कि नहीं, इससे अच्छा मैं 3 घंटे की फिल्म देख कर आऊं. Now that the dirty content has moved on, there is good content, really good meaty content coming up, and I want to do that. Now OTT is taking up the level of everything a little higher. If my mom really ends up liking a guy for me, उससे अच्छा लड़का मैं खुद भी नहीं ढूंढ सकती, इस बात की मुझे गारंटी है. अब नहीं रोती बिलकती कि I would never tell a girl wait for your prince charming. I will always tell a girl that you're your own prince charming.
Gulki Joshi, it's a pleasure having you on E Times TV for Telestars Talk. Trust me, how did this interview happen from my side is I was talking to someone about Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma just a few days back.
Okay.
And that
Okay.
person said that, are you writing some story on popular shows of TV or popular shows on television in general? I said, no, I'm not writing anything on that. He said, in case you're writing, Khavardar if you don't mention Maddam Sir and the two girls, Gulki Joshi and Yukti Kapoor. And I want to see an interview with them on your show Telestars Talk. I said, okay.
Wow.
But trust me.
Thank you so much, Vicky. Thank you so much for having me here.
But whenever we put out your stories or on the sets, happening, whatever your behind the scenes, it's all welcomed so heartily that बस इसलिए मैं आपके सामने.
I'm glad. मैं सिर्फ grateful और humble हो सकती हूँ. And it's a fantastic feeling. So thank you so much for sharing this with me.
So let me straight away ask you, I really don't want to get into that part where you initially mentioned in one of our interviews that you were sometimes discriminated against the color of the skin, etc. But now your life has changed. It's really changed. Whether it's on the screen or whether it's when we talk about you in the drawing rooms. Now, I want to know how much has life changed? Has Gulki changed as a person? Okay, let's take one by one. Branded clothes.
Okay. Still no.
Right.
Still no. No branded clothes. I mean, no, I know about the brands and I know what's the latest trend happening and I know what's what and who's wearing what. But when it comes to my personal styling, एक्टर की जिंदगी बहुत आसान होती है ना. मेजर इवेंट्स में when you're working, when you're doing things, there is somebody to work on you, to give you the right clothes, to make you look the right way, to give you the look. अब पर्सनल जिंदगी में भी वही करूं तो मैं तो फिर थोड़ा तो खुद को अलग करना पड़ेगा ना. सुनो, no brands. I know everything, but I'm not really into it.
Okay, I move on to your car. Has that simple i20 gold car with red seats, has it changed?
Yes, it's still the same, but I am thinking of buying a new one for my birthday.
A big car, right?
A big car, a big SUV car. I love big cars.
Okay, तो थोड़ा बहुत change आने लगा है.
तो थोड़ा बहुत change आ रहा है, हाँ.
Very, very expensive phone. Does Gulki need to show that in her hand?
No, absolutely not. I use a very simple OnePlus phone and I've been using it for 2 years now. And everybody around me keeps telling me that it's show off, you need to wear branded clothes, you should get a better phone and you need to basically show off how much money I'm making. But क्या जरूरत है, क्या फर्क पड़ता है उससे. मैं तो इंसान वैसी ही रहूंगी, मैं एक्टर उतनी मेहनती रहूंगी. How does that make a difference?
Holiday in Maldives, which is
I have a feeling that it's going to be a very boring interview for you, क्योंकि मेरे पास ऐसा कुछ बहुत ज्यादा शूशा है नहीं बताने को.
I'll come up with shusha questions. Don't worry. Holiday in Maldives.
Okay. Bring it on.
Holiday in Maldives.
Holiday in Kamshet. Holiday in Goa. Holiday in Lakshadweep Islands. Holiday in Andaman and Nicobar. India कितना खूबसूरत है.
तो आप जो इन थिंग है, जो ज्यादा एक्टर्स या आजकल कॉमन मैन भी करता है और आकर अपनी सोशल मीडिया पे फोटोज डालता है टू मेक अ स्टेटमेंट ऑफ सॉर्ट्स, वो आप
हम्म।
नहीं करते?
नहीं, मैं वो नहीं करती, पहले भी नहीं करती थी, अब भी नहीं करती।
पार्टी?
पार्टी करती हूँ, आई लव हाउस पार्टीज, आई लव कॉलिंग पीपल होम, कुकिंग फॉर देम, मेकिंग देम डांस, मेकिंग देम हैव अ गुड टाइम एंड पर अनफॉर्चुनेटली आजकल मैं अपनी ही खुद की ही सेट की हुई पार्टीज में 11 बजे जाकर सो जाती हूँ, क्योंकि अगले दिन सुबह 9 बजे का कॉल टाइम होता है।
सो ऐसा भी कभी नहीं हुआ है कि यू एंड युक्ति डिसाइडेड, ओके लेट्स गो टू अ नाइट क्लब, लेट्स डांस, लेट्स हैव अ लेट नाइट आउट?
No, what me and Yukti did was much better during the second lockdown. जब second lockdown just announce हुआ भी नहीं था, होने से just पहले हमारा shoot बंद हो गया था, and we chose to immediately not waste time and fly the next day to Goa. We spent a week there. We partied, we chilled, we were, I think at one point we became a part of the ocean and the sand. And right before things could get worse, we came back.
But yet you didn't put out your pictures of Goa on
No,
social
no
media.
pictures. No, no pictures. I'm sure she did, but मैंने ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया. I'm very private like that. मतलब मुझे काम के अलावा बहुत ज्यादा ऑनेस्टली तैयार वैयार होना पसंद नहीं है. मैं वही घर के कपड़े में पूरी दुनिया घूम के आ सकती हूँ, बट ironically I'm in a completely opposite field. So I choose to keep my holidays and my private time absolutely private.
तो पार्टी से मुझे एक सवाल आ रहा है कि घर पर क्या रिस्ट्रिक्शंस हैं? मॉम डैड की कुछ रिस्ट्रिक्शंस हैं कि वो इतने टाइम पे आना ही है घर, वरना आपका फोन रिलेटलेसली बजता रहेगा?
नहीं, अब ऐसा नहीं है. अब आई थिंक उन्होंने पिछले 1-1.5 साल में ही शायद थोड़ा बहुत माना है कि उनकी बेटी बड़ी हो गई है, तो उन्हें खुद ही पता है कि इसका शूट है अगले दिन, ये है वो है, हम फोन करने की सोचे उसके पहले ये घर आ जाती है. तो अब इतना कुछ नहीं है. पहले बहुत होता था कॉलेज में कि नहीं नहीं इस टाइम पे आना ही है. नाउ दे नो कि ये खुद ही बोरिंग हो गई है, अब छोड़ दो, अपने आप ही आ जाएगी.
I don't know why you call yourself boring, because I'm sure the fans are not liking that word.
No, because that's what, no, following a routine, making a discipline for yourself, making the right choices because you have different priorities is boring. बचपन में मुझे भी boring लगता था. अब समझ में आता है कि नहीं भैया, to do something and to do your best, you have to sacrifice other things.
Your name is rather interesting, गुल्की. ये कहाँ से आया?
गुल्की का मतलब दरअसल होता है गिलहरी. मध्य प्रदेश में कुछ जो ट्राइबल्स हैं उनकी लोकल लैंग्वेज में गुलका और गुल्की, फीमेल स्क्विरल एंड मेल स्क्विरल ऐसा नाम है, जो मेरे पिताजी ने कहीं से ढूंढ कर रखा.
Okay, so this is not a pet name.
No, this is not a pet. I mean, it is actually a pet name, but now it's the known name.
You know, everywhere, everyone wants to know, does Gulki have a boyfriend? Is she dating someone?
Yeah, so do my parents and so do I.
Now that is a boring answer. I would say that, have you been smart to hide him, or have we journalists been incompetent to discover him?
I think I am too single for both the scenarios. I shoot 9 to 9. I shoot 26 days a month. I have left everything in the city. I have shifted to Naigaon so that I'm closer to the set. I probably go to the city once in 10-15 days, that too if I'm not feeling too lazy. And even on those days, I end up meeting either my family or my closest friends. So where do I go and date? Where? When? मुझे कोई बेचारा लड़का डेट के लिए बुलाता भी है तो मुझे लगता है यार 1.5 घंटे तैयार होके मैं 1 घंटे में मिलकर डिसाइड करूंगी कि मुझे और 1 घंटा स्पेंड करना है कि नहीं, इससे अच्छा मैं 3 घंटे की फिल्म देख कर आऊं.
तो मैंने मना कर देती है आप उस लड़के को?
हाँ, तो मैं मना कर देती हूँ और मैं फिर पिछली छुट्टी पे मैंने गंगूबाई देखी थी, पिछली छुट्टी पे RRR देखी.
ओके, सो ये सारी पिछली छुट्टी की आपने जब डेट्स कैंसिल हुई और आपने अपने सिंगुलर मूवी डेट्स बनाए.
करेक्ट.
और वो मूवीज एंजॉय की कि बाद में आके लगा नहीं
अरे
यार दिल्ली जाना चाहिए था?
नहीं नहीं, मूवीज बहुत एंजॉय की, मूवीज बहुत एंजॉय की, दोनों मूवी मुझे इनफैक्ट बहुत अच्छे लगे. सो आई एम हैप्पी विद माई चॉइस.
So what's happening in the movie front? You did a couple of movies. They didn't do well.
None of them did well. One of them was critically acclaimed, Nakash. Uh, and that's it. Web shows, serials, theater. I've done Z theater. I've done a lot of theater that I'm very proud of. And yeah.
But are you trying further for movies? Are you sending your pictures to casting directors, reaching out to producers, reaching out to directors in Bollywood?
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying for movies. I'm trying for OTT. I love this beautiful space created by OTT where now that the dirty content has moved on, there is good content, really good meaty content coming up, and I want to do that. I am looking for other projects, provided I get to manage and shuffle that time between Maddam Sir and other things. But yes, I do want to do films. I want to do OTT. But I also want to do Maddam Sir.
एक हाइपोथेटिकल सिचुएशन सोचते हैं, आपको एक बहुत बड़ा डायरेक्टर अप्रोच करता है और अच्छा खासा रोल है. You won't leave Maddam Sir.
No, I'll go finish that movie and come back and continue doing Maddam Sir.
You'd ask for the...
Why not? Yeah. And my producers are so sweet. The entire team is so sweet that they would love it. They would love it if I go do another movie or another project and come back.
So you said the dirty content has moved you.
The dirty content, by which I mean which was overly sexual and unnecessarily exposing.
Okay.
जहाँ बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत नहीं है, फिर भी to get viewership, to get more people, I'm personally not very much in favor of that.
Were you offered?
I mean, of course, having said that, there is a lot of range between what is dirty and what is aesthetically beautiful and required, and everybody has a separate measurement and a separate, let's say, for the lack of a better word, level of tolerance. But yeah, like Bhokal that I did and Sai Baba, this is like really good content. The story, the script, the screenplay, the performers, the drama itself is so catchy कि आपको चौड़ी दिखाने की जरूरत नहीं है. There, I think now OTT is taking up the level of everything a little higher, and where the thought is intellectual, where the execution is upgraded, and the performances are real. And that's a very good space, and I really want to explore that.
तो आपको नहीं लगता कि अभी भी काफी कुछ OTT पर ऐसा ऑब्जेक्शनेबल है, काफी सीन्स काफी हद तक इंटीमेट हैं?
Well, honestly, I don't get a lot of time to watch what is happening in OTT. मतलब एक हाथ दो जो ऐसे बहुत सुनने में आते हैं कि हाँ ये अच्छा है, ये देख लो, वो भी देखने का बहुत टाइम नहीं मिल पाता, unfortunately. But from what I've heard and from whatever little I've seen is that now it's not anymore कि सिर्फ चमड़ी दिखाने के लिए दिखाना है. Now it's a part of the scene. Now it is required. If you're doing a show about a prostitute, there has to be skin showing scenes. So now the content is the hero.
Were you offered any such role which you turned it down because you felt that the exposure was not required?
No. Fortunately, वो मेरे आने से पहले ही अपने आप फिल्टर हो जाते हैं. So मुझ तक ऐसा personally नहीं है अभी तक तो, touch wood.
You said you don't have time to date, but you know, when I talk to actors, many of them at times tell me, okay, I feel that I now want to have a relationship. Okay. Has that thought occurred to you? At times. A steady relationship.
Not yet. In fact, I was having this conversation with Yukti just a few days ago. And she asked me the same question. That, you're single for so long. Don't you miss companionship? Don't you want somebody with you? But मेरे लिए ऐसा है कि अभी इतना ज्यादा काम है and there is already so much to do, and other than Madam Sir there is so much other parts of me as an actor that I'm yet to explore. कि अभी आई डोंट नो अच्छी बात है कि बुरी बात है, बट मुझे सच में नहीं क्लिक होता है दैट आई वांट टू गो ऑन अ डेट और आई वांट टू बी विद समबडी और आई फील लाइक गेटिंग रोमांटिक और आई वांट समबडी टू कडल विद. वो अभी फील ही नहीं होता है, वो अभी मौका ही नहीं मिलता अभी. नाउ इट्स ऑल हाउ कैन आई बी मोर प्रोडक्टिव, व्हाट अनदर बुक कैन आई रीड, व्हाट अनदर मूवी कैन आई वॉच, व्हाट अदर प्रोजेक्ट कैन आई डू. मैं और अपना पीआर और बेहतर कैसे कर सकती हूँ, मैं अपना सोशल मीडिया कैसे बेहतर कर सकती हूँ. सो नाउ आई एम गेटिंग इनटू दैट जोन. So I don't really have the time to even miss it. Maybe later on, maybe जब थोड़ा सा फुर्सत होगी जिंदगी में तब शायद जरूरत पड़े, अभी तो नहीं लगता.
So one might hear that Gulki is having an arranged marriage.
Quite possible. Quite possible. हो सकता है. प्यार हो या अरेंज मैरिज हो, it's a relationship and you have to make it work. You have to work. It's a constant work in progress. And fortunately, I'm blessed with extremely amazing set of parents जो मुझसे पहले ही शायद आधी जनता रिजेक्ट कर देंगे. So if they actually end up, if my mom really ends up liking a guy for me, उससे अच्छा लड़का मैं खुद भी नहीं ढूंढ सकती, इस बात की मुझे गारंटी है.
Okay, so, this whole adulation of Maddam Sir, the way the show has gone, especially in the recent past, in the last 6 months, the popularity it has acquired. Have you met with any incident where a fan behaved rather too crazily?
A lot of times, and most of the times it's kids between 8 to 15. They come with a box of chocolates and handmade letters with confettis and I don't know, their entire pocket money, and all they want to do is hug me and cry. And now I know how to handle it because it's been 450 episode. But I think शुरुआत के 20-25 बच्चों में तो बच्चे रोए उसके पहले मैं ज्यादा इमोशनल होकर रो रही थी कि अरे इतना ज्यादा प्यार, like you love me so much, like you've done so much, like little kids. It's time and effort consuming, right? कि आप किसी के लिए कुछ बना रहे हो, कुछ लिख रहे हो, you put your energy, you put your love, that vibration is so strong कि बच्चा रोना शुरू करे उससे पहले तो मैं रोने लगती थी. तो अब जाके मुझे थोड़ा हैंडल करना आया है कि नहीं आ जाओ तो कोई बात नहीं, it's okay, I love you too. But that is always a brilliant experience.
You know, it's fantastic to have a following which comprises of children. The popularity stays longer.
Yep. Exactly. And more than that, I think having kids as a fan following is also a very beautiful responsibility. Because बच्चे जो देखते हैं वो जल्दी ग्रास्प करते हैं, जल्दी ज्यादा समझते हैं और वो ज्यादा उनके सिस्टम में रह जाता है. And doing a show like Maddam Sir that has a very good moral of the story. For every story, it's a good moral of the story. It is very liberated. It is very on the at the level of equality. It is not feminist, but beautifully balanced. और सोसाइटी के हर छोटे बड़ी चीज के बारे में, हर मुद्दे के बारे में बात होती है. और end of the day, it's a good message. And if that good message is going to the kids, और अगर वो उनको समझ में आ रहा है, then eventually we are making it into a better society.
Yukti, to
it's a beautiful responsibility.
Let's assume that you soon get another TV show, whether Maddam Sir or after it. Would you underline that I have to play the lead role? Else I will not do
it. Actually, I've never done that. मैंने ये पहले भी कभी नहीं किया. मैंने ये जरूर पहले unknowingly किया था, अब शायद knowingly करूंगी. That I always choose strong roles where the woman is powerful, where the woman is not a scared, vulnerable, little, oh my God, please save me kind of a person. I don't like such roles because I'm not that kind of a person, and I don't think anybody should be that kind of a person. हर किसी की जिंदगी है, हर किसी की जद्दोजहद है और लड़ना आना चाहिए. तो पहले शायद unknowingly मैंने ऐसे roles choose किए थे, big, small, lead, not lead, doesn't matter. But अब मैं knowingly with Maddam Sir, after Maddam Sir, would choose strong roles for sure. Especially now that the kids are watching. अब नहीं रोती बिलकती कि I would never tell a girl wait for your Prince Charming. I will always tell a girl that you're your own Prince Charming.
Fantastic. I must underline the interview was not boring for me, as you predicted.
Yeah,
in the
thank
early
you.
stages. And that guy who told me to, bring on Maddam Sir, lead actors on the show, I'm sure he's watching, and I'm sure many, many more are watching. And thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you so much. This was lovely talking to you.
Thank you so
Good,
much.
yaar, maza aaya. It was good, nice, different questions.
Thank you.
Yeah, but now you've horribly reminded me that I'm so single.
Okay, so maybe the next interview we meet, you have someone there.
Yeah, यार मैं next interview next के पहले जो है 1-2 डेट पे तो जाके आऊंगी for sure, so that I'll have some masala to give.
Thank you. Thank you, Gulki.
Okay, take care. Bye, Vicky. Bye.
Bye.